I'd be curious to hear your thoughts on why it's so important in business today, the idea of psychometrics. And what I can share from my own experience is, but we're going through we're hiring, right, for some new team members. And this is now our 13th year in business. We're not a product that sits on a shelf. We are service. We are people to people. And what's fascinating is as we're going through the interview process now, you've given us such incredible tools to see more like, well, how's this individual going to show up 6 months from now, 8 months from now? Because everybody sounds and looks good in the beginning, right? Anybody can talk a good game. It's the honeymoon phase. They want to impress everybody. The first month, 2, 3 months, they're checking all the boxes. And then somewhere around month 4, 5, and 6, you're like, what happened? And as a business owner, I feel so much more empowered from there's so many different aspects of where we're using it, but from the recruiting side, being able to see, well, yeah, of course this person sounded great in the interview. They're a salesperson. How could they not sound good? But we're looking for somebody who's more follow through, data, analytics. Really, they do what they say they're going to do. That's what our clients, the landlords we manage, that's what they expect. And so we're using it for recruiting. We're using it for just check-in, like frequent check-ins with our team members. So every quarter, hey, how you doing, right? Because I know there's processes for that. And but I'd be curious to hear what are you seeing? How is this being used in the business world?
So because it's not a new concept, it's been around for quite a while. In fact, there's a lot of people that probably are using it now. And it's important for business because, as you pointed out, we will hire people. There's a term, and I'm sure you've heard of it before. It's called fake it till you make it.
Sure, yeah.
And unfortunately, the fake it till you make it for business leaders like you and me, TJ, is that we experience the pain associated with someone doing the faking it until they actually make it. And what we have found is that, as you pointed out, the survey results for human analytics gives us a better understanding of who the person will be 6 to 9 months after you've hired them, once the new car smell has drifted away from their initial employment. And to your point, there are certain personalities that can sell anything, especially themselves, in an interview process. In fact, a lot of times those people end up getting hired, and then you don't really see the true impact of what they bring to the table for quite a while. The challenge with that is you end up with turnover, retention. A lot of business leaders really struggle with that right now, and they scratch their heads as to why is it that this person didn't work out? Is it because we didn't set expectations correctly? Did we not really truly hire the right person? Was it the business model? And so what you end up doing is just having the turnover and then starting that whole process over again, which ends up costing, again, leaders like you and me, TJ, a lot of time and money.
Yeah. Well, and you kind of, well, at least I interpreted what you said there as even the onboarding. So once you find the candidate, the tool really helps with, well, how do I train them?
Yeah.
Right? Because somebody might be better. Hey, here's a book, go read it. Somebody else is, well, I'm more hands-on. I need to, and you had shared a case study of how this, it might have been your business, how it helped with some new hires with just the onboarding process of how quickly they could get up to speed.
So human analytics doesn't just start with the hire, it's just not relegated to hiring. It's not just related to communication. It's how people learn, how they make decisions. 50% of the world are hardwired to learn by experience, and 50% of the world are hardwired to learn by just figuring it out. And if you approach someone in a way that's more specific to them, then what you see is a shorter time to competency.